You think you're ready for a Rottweiler? Watch this first. Because what you think you know about this dog doesn't even come close to the reality. This is a breed that doesn't bark for attention. It watches, waits, evaluates. It doesn't get excited easily because it's too busy reading the room. And that's exactly where most people make their first mistake. They expect a big, protective dog that obeys commands like a robot. But a Rottweiler isn't looking for a commander. It's looking for a reason to follow you, to trust you, to protect you. If you think leadership means shouting louder, you'll lose this dog fast. This isn't a breed that submits to fear. It follows confidence, calm energy, presence. The kind of presence that doesn't have to say anything to be felt. Because with a Rottweiler, your words mean nothing if your energy is off. You can throw all the training techniques in the world at this dog, but if your mindset's not right, if your energy isn't grounded, it won't listen. Not truly. It might comply. Temporarily. But it won't believe you. And when that happens, things unravel fast. You might start with a confident puppy. But if you don't give it structure, it creates its own rules. If you don't provide leadership, it fills the void. If you hesitate when it tests boundaries, it learns you can be pushed. And here's the truth. Once a Rottweiler learns it can lead you, it never fully trusts you again. Because in its mind, the protector shouldn't need protection. The problem is, most people raise Rottweilers like they would a lab or a golden retriever. They socialize it, play fetch, do some obedience classes. They think love is enough. It's not. This breed doesn't just want love, it wants structure. It needs clarity, routine, discipline. It needs to know what the rules are and exactly who's in charge. Because if it has to ask those questions, it already doesn't respect the answer. And when a Rottweiler doesn't respect its human, that's when the problems begin. Guarding behaviors that come too early. Reactivity, possessiveness, testing, pushing, pulling. Until one day, something small triggers something big. And everyone says, it just came out of nowhere. No, it didn't. It came from the void you left. You can't part-time parent a Rottweiler. You can't show up when it's convenient. You can't let the dog figure things out on its own and hope for the best. You have to lead, daily, quietly, consistently. With tone, with timing, with presence. Because that's how a Rottweiler decides if you're worth following. And if it does choose to follow you, you'll have something rare. Not just a dog that listens. A dog that believes in you. A dog that watches your back with an intelligence and loyalty that most people never experience. But that bond, that protection, comes with responsibility. You become the standard, the anchor, the emotional compass. And when you're off, the dog is off. So if you're chaotic, anxious, or inconsistent, that energy bleeds into the dog. And then people call the dog unstable. But it's not unstable. It's confused, uncertain, unled. Rottweilers don't fail people. People fail them. They fail to show up with the clarity this breed needs. They fail to challenge it mentally. They fail to drain it physically. They fail to take ownership of the role this dog expects them to play. And when that role is abandoned, the dog either takes over or shuts down. But here's the thing, if you do show up, everything changes. Because this dog doesn't just protect homes, it protects hearts. It becomes your mirror, your shield, your edge. You don't have to ask it to defend you. It just does. You don't have to ask it to stay close. It just stays. You don't have to beg for respect. You just earn it. In the quiet moments when no one's watching. So before you say you're ready for a Rottweiler, ask yourself this. Are you ready to lead like your dog's life depends on it? Because with this breed, it does. And when you get it right, the Rottweiler becomes the guardian no one dares to cross. The companion no one can replace. The bond no other breed comes close to matching. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. You don't own a Rottweiler. You earn one every single day.